Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Old Time Rock and Roll. I'm your host, David Tear, where I've been featuring my personal top 3,000 songs of the rock era from 1954 to 1999. Today I'm up to song number 2808, and that one is Can't Get Used to Losing You by Andy Williams. This came out in 1963 and it was released on his album Days of Wine and Roses. And here's a picture of Andy Williams early on. He was born in Wall Lake, Iowa, in 1927. He died in Branson, Missouri, in 2012, and he had a very long and successful career. I don't think you really call him a rock and roll artist. He got his start in music pretty early, way before rock and roll. I think in the 40s. But I'm just going to go through his top 10 hits. He had many, many hit songs. I think he had seven top 10s altogether, but he had dozens of top 40 hits. And he's not really one of my favorite artists. I mean, I do like the song I'm featuring today, Can't Get Used to Losing You. I'm going to talk about that one. But first, I want to talk about his other hits. So his first, I'll just go through all his top 10 hits. In 1956, he had a song called Canadian Sunset that went to number seven. In 57, he had his only number one. It was called Butterfly. And then later that year, he had I Like Your Kind of Love, which went to number eight. In 1958, he had Are You Sincere, which went to number three. In 59, he had Lonely Street, which went to number five, and The Village of St. Bernadette, which went to number seven. And then finally in 1963, he had the song I'm featuring today, Can't Get Used to Losing You. And he also ran a TV special called The Andy Williams Show, which ran from 1962 to 1971. Like I said, he was a very popular singer and TV personality. I'm not too crazy about it. Before I go into this song, Can't Get Used to Losing You, I just want to share with you one memory, kind of a painful memory I have regarding Andy Williams. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of his, but my aunt was back in the 90s, and this was my aunt Helen, who passed away last year, unfortunately. But, my uncle for whatever reason, fell in love with her. And, my family's Jewish. And my uncle was too. He died like 3 years ago, by the way, and I really miss him. He was a great guy, one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. But he did fall in love with this woman named Helen, and I guess I was never really that crazy about her, especially her taste in music. My uncle had good taste in music. He liked a lot of rock and roll. He liked the Beach Boys. He kind of introduced them to me when I was a kid. He also liked the Beatles and a lot of other music from the 50s and 60s. But Helen wasn't really a rock and roll fan. She liked a lot of pre rock stuff, including Andy Williams. And like I said, she was Christian, and my uncle got involved with her. And one thing we used to do was every Christmas we would go to her brother's house for dinner, even though my uncle and I were Jewish. And it was kind of an unpleasant experience for me. I mean, my family never celebrated Christmas. Her brother was a really good cook, though. He made really good dinners for all of us. But I remember one year when I went, she had an Andy Williams special on TV, which lasted for about 2 hours. And I was in pain watching this thing. I didn't have a choice because we were all in the living room, greeting guests and shit and kind of socializing. And, I was just stuck watching this Andy Williams special. And I hated just about all the songs I heard on it. Not a fan. Like I said, I don't remember if he did Can't Get Used to Losing You. Maybe he did. I don't know. But anyway, that's enough of Andy Williams. Let me talk about the song Can't Get Used to Losing You. I kind of like it. I don't know why. I mean, it does have a little bit of the same kind of, nauseating, I guess, kind of pre rock, you know, whatever you call it. Crooning or whatever you might want to call his singing. But I don't know. It has a little bit of a more up tone beat, doop doop do 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 do. And it's a song about heartbreak, and it's kind of a simple song about heartbreak. He's just singing about how, he broke up with his girlfriend and he can't help thinking about her. And I know the feeling because, I've had breakups like most people, and I've gone through a lot of the same thing, as I'm sure most people have who've broken up with people they used to be in love with. So I do kind of like this song. And anyway, that concludes my feature on "Can't Get Used to Losing You" by Andy Williams. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys are the best. Try to stay cool this summer, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.